Credit for Life.
What do we have? We have an honoree here?
We announced at last night's school committee meeting that John J. Bucky was selected by his peers, the Massachusetts secondary principals, as the 2013 Massachusetts High School Principal of the Year. And we are absolutely delighted and proud.
How do you feel?
Thank you. I'm honored, but I also acknowledge that this is the result of our school and our community coming together to do good things for young people. And as I was saying to somebody, I'm proud every day to be the principal of this school because of the work that we do together and the collaboration that we have within our own staff, but also across the island.
So how do you win an award like this?
You are nominated by someone, and then there is an application process. So you solicit letters of recommendation from your superintendent, from a parent, from your colleague administrator, from a member of your faculty. You fill out an application, write an essay on the work that you are currently doing in your school.
Yes.
And then it is judged by a panel of the Secondary School Administrators Association.
Okay, so what is the work that would define this award?
Part of the application process is a growth model where you use some baseline indicators, where that could be student performance, that could be attendance, that could be participation in rigorous courses, and show that over time those metrics are on an upward swing, that you're showing improvement over time. So there is a data component to it.
Sure.
There's an instructional leadership component, professional development for your staff, innovative and best practices, moving toward comprehensive teacher evaluation, your standardized test scores. You know, they'll look at AP, SAT, PSAT, MCAS.
Very good.
So there are a number of components that are part of the application package.
What does that tell you? What does that say to you when he wins an award like this?
For me, I think, and as I have watched John work, it's about building a shared vision. And I think leadership is about relationships, and it is really not presenting your vision, but working collaboratively with your colleagues and building that shared vision, and quite frankly, taking it to the next level. You know, we're always talking about improving, and we're never there. And I think that's what I've appreciated about the high school. I watched them, they've improved certainly in the 2 years that I've been here, and they're on a trajectory of improvement. And they know that they will never be there. That they will always be in the process of improving. And we have a very...
That's kind of the shared vision.
I think so.
And you think that all the teachers know this?
I think that
they kind of understand that, just what you said.
I think you know, it's, as John said, it's reflective of his work, most definitely, but it's also reflective of the work of students and staff and a supportive community, you know, parents and the greater community. But I think certainly our students help us raise the bar. We can do a lot of things, but unless they buy in and make that determination, and we've gone through the Nantucket Scholar program the last 2 years, and I think 2 years ago we had over 30 students apply, and this year around 25 students apply. And you just see the level of achievement for those students who are representative of the entire senior class. And it's very gratifying, I think, to our faculty. I wish our community could be a fly on the wall in that process to see.
This is part of it. And you know, the parents, when you talk about students, you actually are talking about parenting too, aren't you?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a big part of it.
Absolutely.
Well, how do you think parents are adjusting to this our new school system in a way? I mean, since you've come on board, I think it's pretty obvious that things have actually really turned around in many. I know from what I hear, you're doing a good job.
I appreciate that, but I would say the same thing that John said. You know, the pieces were in place. It's really a matter of building confidence and trust, and helping people see what we do have, helping them see you know, the high school that's just knocking it out. Our high school kids, if they come in and work hard, can go anywhere. And they are showing that in the college acceptances.
That's great.
And so we're very proud.
Do you plan to be around for a while?
My wife asked. I can go home and hear that question. Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, it's exciting. It's a community that's been very supportive,
Yeah.
and there are good things happening. There are always challenges.
Sure.
You know, we're not there as a district either.
I really like what you said,
so
though,
we'll
about
continue
we're
to
going
work
to
at
shoot for it, but we're never going to get there. You know, we're going to keep getting, keep raising the bar just a little bit more.
And I think what we try to do is, you know, we try to surround ourselves with good people and get out of the way.
Yep.
And sometimes that's easier said than done, but he has a terrific staff, and collectively we are putting things together. It's fun.
But John, getting back to being a principal in the school system, how does diversity and, you know, the different ethnic backgrounds, how does that all play into, you know, maintaining a really good quality and keeping everybody on the same page?
Yeah, I think it enriches our school in an amazing way, because it presents opportunities for our students to interact in the content curriculum and to hear a perspective from a student whose background and experience is vastly different than the student who was born and reared on Nantucket. And so it enables us to have, you know, rich conversation. It impacts our music, fine and applied and performing arts classes, our vocational classes, that it adds a richness to our school. And I see it as bringing us together.
That's terrific. So where are you from out when you're not here? Where's your home base?
I was born in Ohio,
Yeah.
and then I spent 8 years in Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm completing my 4th year here as principal.
So you were in Boston as a principal?
I was out in a suburb called Littleton.
Okay. And so how, your parents are in Ohio?
My parents are in Ohio.
And what is this award, getting back to the award, what does this award mean? It's statewide, or is it?
It is. It's principal.
Have we ever gotten an award like this before?
I don't know that Nantucket High School has, or
I don't remember ever hearing about this.
I'm not sure, but it is a state. John will be honored before his peers in July, and then in September goes to Washington, D.C. With his national peers.
Ooh. Well, that's terrific.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Well, it was a pleasure to talk to both
Thank
of you.
you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you,
John.
Gina.
That will all help you. This is just, this column is